I'm often inspired to make videos after reading comments people leave me. I mentioned in a recent video that I thought owning a home was a good investment. I got several comments where people didn't agree. I think buying a home can be a good investment in many situations, but maybe not all. Dave Ramsey says paying down your mortgage is not lost money. The cash is sitting there, you're just banking it in your home. And I know not everyone's a Dave Ramsey fan. So is owning a house always the best move in retirement? Or could renting actually give you more freedom, less stress, and maybe even more money? There's comfort in knowing that no landlord can raise your rent or ask you to move, but emotional comfort doesn't always equal financial or lifestyle freedom. And even with a paid-off mortgage, owning a home isn't free. You're still paying property taxes, homeowners insurance, maintenance and repairs, and sometimes HOA fees. These costs never end. Roofs wear out, HVAC systems fail, and property taxes rise. As we age, maintaining repairs can become more stressful or more expensive if you have to hire someone. I own my house. It's paid off. So I thought it would be really interesting to try to estimate costs and compare it to if I had been renting for the last 9 years. This is obviously just an estimate. There's no way to calculate exact costs. I asked ChatGPT how much it would have cost to rent in my city each of the last 9 years for comparison. I bought my house in 2016 for $200,000. I rolled half of the equity from my last house over to my new house, so my mortgage was around $100,000. I made extra payments toward the principal, so it would be paid off before I retired. So after all the fees and interest I paid over 9 years, not including the equity from my last house, I've invested $142,900 into the price of this house. I looked back at my mortgage interest statements, insurance, taxes, all of it. It took a while, but I was really curious to see how it would pan out. I'm a numbers nerd, so this was actually fun for me. I've paid $4,870 in homeowners insurance over the last 9 years, $20,478 in property taxes, yikes, and $6,415 in maintenance. Luckily, I don't have any HOA fees. It's worth mentioning that my house is only 12 years old and I haven't had any major expenses yet, like a new roof. So that's a total of $142,900 paid over 9 years. If I sold my house today, Zillow says it would be worth $372,500. So if I sold, I would be up $229,600. Around $100,000 of that would be from my original equity from my last house. Let's estimate costs if I'd been renting over the last 9 years. I would not have lived in an apartment. I'm a really light sleeper, and apartment life would just not be for me. I would have rented a small house like the one I live in. So rent starting at the end of 2016 through the end of 2025. I think this is a pretty accurate estimate for my area. So rent altogether over 9 years would have been $198,300. Renter's insurance would have been around $2,220. ChatGPT said renter's insurance has been about $20 a month over the last 9 years, and weirdly, the price hasn't changed. So the total cost for renting altogether over 9 years would have been $200,520. Now we should subtract that same $100,000 in equity from my last house, since I could have spent that money on rent if I hadn't bought my house. That then makes the total cost for renting altogether over 9 years $100,520. So owning after 9 years, I would be up $229,600. Renting after 9 years, I would be down $100,520. That's a difference of $330,120. Now, there have been years where home values have fallen, like the 1990s or 2006 to 2008. And if I owned an older home, I could have paid a lot more in maintenance, but probably not $330,000 though. So just mathematically for me, it makes more sense to own. However, renting often gets a bad reputation, but in retirement it can be a strategic choice. When you rent, there's no surprise repair bills, no property taxes, no maintenance. It's easier to downsize or relocate, and if something breaks, you just make a phone call. Renting can be especially appealing if you want to travel more, if you're unsure where you want to live long term, or if you want to stay flexible as your needs change. On the other hand, renting exposes you to rent increases and less control over long-term costs. So the question isn't just which is cheaper, it's which risk do you prefer? The best choice in retirement is the one that fits your lifestyle, not somebody else's. Owning might be better if you love your home and community, if you're comfortable handling maintenance, and if your housing costs are low relative to your income. Renting might be better if you want simplicity, if you value flexibility over permanence, and if you don't want large surprise expenses. I may move someday. Right now, my youngest son and 2 of my grandkids live near me. My oldest son lives 3 hours away from me, and my daughter lives 4 hours in the opposite direction. My youngest son and his family may quite possibly move in the future. If he does move, there would be no reason for me to stay here. So if I end up moving, I'll have a few options. I could rent my current house and use the rental income to either pay rent somewhere else or make mortgage payments. Or I could sell my house and use that money to buy a house wherever I move to. I have options. If I do stay where I am and project these costs over another 10 years, it would look something like this. I am going to freeze my property taxes next year when I turn 61, so that cost shouldn't go up too much. I'm not quite sure how it works, but I believe they freeze the value of your house. Insurance will continue to go up though. And I added a new roof and HVAC system on the timeline because those typically need replaced over this long of a time span. So for owning, it's a projected total of $238,005 paid over 19 years. If I sold my house 10 years from now, I'm just gonna guess it would be worth $572,500. This is just based on how the value has increased over the last 9 years. There's no way to know for sure. So if I sold 10 years from now, I would be up maybe $334,495. Around $100,000 of that would be from my original equity from my last house. Let's estimate projected costs if I rented over 19 years. Remember, this is just a guess based on estimated inflation. So rent altogether over 19 years would maybe have been $540,300. Renter's insurance would have been around $4,620. So the total cost for renting over 19 years would be $544,920. Now we should subtract that same $100,000 in equity from my last house since I could have spent that on rent. That makes the total cost for renting altogether over 19 years $444,920. So owning after 19 years, I would be up maybe $334,495. Renting for 19 years, I would be down maybe $444,920. That's a difference of $779,415. So even if I underestimated the home maintenance or renovations by say $100,000 and say I overestimated my house value by $100,000, it would still be a difference of $579,415. That's still pretty significant. I just thought it was interesting to break it down like this. So whether to rent or own has many considerations. The cost of living is hugely different in different places. And maybe you want to slow travel the world in retirement. Owning isn't always the answer. But for me, it was the right move. What about you? Would you rather rent or own? If you want to share, feel free to leave a comment. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi, I'm Julie and this channel's Happy on Monday. Thanks for joining me. If you found this helpful, please like. And if you're interested in retiring early, consider subscribing. I'm going to leave you with a quote. There is something permanent and something extremely profound in owning a home. Hope to see you again soon.